LOCHE, Saskatchewan today.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in LOCHE, Saskatchewan to mourn the victims of last week's shooting.
Let's address the elephant not in the room tonight.
Republican candidate Donald Trump finishes first in a debate in which he opted not to attend. And heartbreak in Melbourne. Canada's Milos Raonic gets knocked out in the Australian Open semi-final. Hi and welcome to Humber News. I'm Jalisa Massiah coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in LOCHE today, 1 week after a mass shooting that killed 4 and injured 7. Trudeau invited Saskatchewan Premier Brad Wall to join him in meeting residents of the Northern Village. Schools across the province also held a minute of silence for the victims this morning. The visit comes exactly a week after a shooting rampage inside a local school. Police have charged a 17-year-old with 4 counts of first-degree murder. Canadian scientists are on board in the development of a ZIKA vaccine that could be ready for emergency use by the end of 2016. Scientists say that testing the vaccine on humans could begin as early as August. The mosquito-borne virus linked to birth defects in infants is spreading rapidly throughout Central and South America, as well as the Caribbean. Canadian and U.S. officials are advising pregnant women to avoid travel to affected areas, and now airlines are changing their policies to allow travelers to cancel or change flights. Canadian Blood Services has issued a temporary ban on donations from citizens who have traveled to the affected countries. Toronto police have a mystery on their hands after a man was found with life-threatening injuries in Scarborough. The 59-year-old was found unconscious near Lawrence and Rook Hill Drive late last night. Paramedics say the man lives in the area. He was found without vital signs before being revived and rushed to hospital. Police say they believe the man had been lying there for 30 minutes before being spotted. They say his injuries are not consistent with a simple fall. They're asking anyone in the area with surveillance cameras to review their footage. Anyone with information is being asked to contact police. Former CBC broadcaster GHOMESHI is set to appear in court Monday. GHOMESHI made headlines over a year ago when 4 women came forward with sexual assault claims. He's facing 5 charges, including 4 counts of sexual assault and 1 count of overcoming resistance by choking. The trial for the first 3 claimants is expected to last a few weeks. A second trial will take place in June. GHOMESHI has pleaded not guilty. More cases of raccoon rabies has surfaced in Hamilton. Ontario's Ministry of Natural Resources say 10 new cases has been confirmed. The latest findings bringing the total to 25 cases of raccoon rabies since December. The ministry has dropped 200,000 vaccine baits in the area in an effort to stop the spread of the disease. The outbreak is the first since 2005. The ministry say it'll continue surveillance of the area. Overseas, visitors at an aquarium in Seoul, South Korea got a shocking close-up of nature. In a rare encounter, a female tiger shark ate one of her tank mates. Aquarium officials say it's the first time this has ever happened. Video shows the largest shark in the aquarium swallow the smaller male. Officials say they think it might have been a kind of turf war. Even when he's not in the room, Donald Trump manages to be the center of attention.
Before we get to the issues, let's address the elephant not in the room tonight. Donald Trump has chosen not to attend this evening's presidential debate. What message do you think that sends to the voters of Iowa?
Here for showing the men and women of Iowa.
The candidate was noticeably absent at the Republican debate last night in Des Moines, Iowa. Trump decided to not attend the Fox News debate because of an ongoing feud with host Megyn Kelly. Instead, Trump held a fundraising event for veterans at the nearby Drake University.
Good thing, a bad thing? Will I get more votes? Will I get less votes? Nobody knows. Who the hell knows? But it's for our vets, and you're going to like it because we raised over $5 million in one day.
Trump is currently the front runner in Iowa. The state elects its Republican representative Monday. Barbie is getting a makeover and now she's looking almost human. Mattel is releasing a new line of Barbie dolls and people welcome the change. Matthew Aresell has the story.
For years, Barbie's look hasn't changed. She's been the same girl, reflecting the same societal ideal. But now, after 57 years, she's been given her long overdue makeover. Mattel introduced its new line of Barbies, unveiling petite, curvy, and tall versions of the doll. With 7 skin tones, 22 eye colors, and 24 hairstyles, diversity is the pillar of this new line. Toy experts are saying it's about time for the transformation.
So you needed dolls that look differently, and you wanted more choice. One doll looking the same way was not for everyone.
Humber students are voicing similar opinions.
As little girls, you kind of always, or little boys, you kind of always look up to a figure, and maybe Barbie is the figure that you look up to, and so I feel like it's really important that they did that, and I wish they did that earlier.
It shows like diversity, like at a young age they know like different people and then different types, you know, different body shape and stuff to eliminate stereotype.
I think it's going to be more positive on the basically little girls around the world. They'll finally see Barbies that look like them.
As important as the wider representation in female body types is, some experts say the real issue is the fact that we're still focusing on physicality.
It's a step in the right direction. I mean, I think it still highlights the idea that we're focused on appearance and bodies versus, you know, how good we are at other things and our accomplishments and our achievements. And so, you know, we have to still think through what it all means in the big picture, and the fact that this is drawing attention to, you know, the body again in many different ways.
Although Barbie has been revamped, some are calling for a change in Ken's look and that of other male dolls.
It's not any different for males as it is for females. You know, it's still a role model, social comparison type philosophy that we have to address. The Ken doll also has to be modified to be more representative of the different male body types that there are.
Back at Humber, that viewpoint is echoed.
It's just as important for guys to see that too. I mean, if you think about it, watching those superhero movies and all those kind of stuff, and being kind of, you're looking at like Captain America, for example, he's like perfectly, you know, physique, and you look at him and you're like, I don't look like that. It brought me down a couple levels. If they could come up with a G.I. Joe that's normal looking, that would be perfect.
Perhaps that change will come soon. Matthew Aresell, Humber News.
Humber has a new plan to fill empty rooms. Since the LRC opened in September, there's a lot of vacant space. Aresell Joseph got a sneak peek and has the story.
An open house at Humber is drawing students and faculty to the main Congo. When the LRC at Humber opened, there was a lot of vacant space. The director of capital development at Humber says the purpose of the BACKFILL project is to determine how to use that space.
That's right. So we wanted to have an open house today to show everybody the plans for all of those renovations that are going to be completed over the next year.
Coffee and snacks were also provided while viewing the open house.
It looks very impressive. Humber is growing, and when I started here 38 years, there was maybe half the size. And as we're growing, you need more space, and I think these plans are great to fulfill our staff and our student needs.
This project is open for students and staff to see what Humber has in store for them. It's expected to be completed by 2017. Aresell Joseph, Humber News.
When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports. And Katie Jones will have your 3-day forecast.
Well, put on your parka and grab your gloves. It's going to be a frigid day, Toronto. We are currently sitting at -7 degrees. I'll have your full weather update at 2.
Thanks, Katie. For now, we leave you with this. Some crazy video of a terrifying tumble. American professional skier Angel Collingson walked away mostly unscathed after plummeting more than 300 meters down this mountain. The incident took place while she was attempting a stunt for the ski and snowboard movie, Paradise Waits. Amazingly, Collingson suffered only sprained fingers and a few minor bruises. Since being uploaded, the video has attracted more than 600,000 views.